What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Zeta Priorities and modding's priorities for the Padme Amidala Galactic Republic team. This has been something a lot of people have been asking me about, trying to figure out which Zetas they should focus on with this team. And, it makes sense since there's, 5 new Zetas that just came out with this team with the reworks on the characters, plus 2 with Padme. So there's a lot of questions here about what people should be focusing on. So we're going to break down that Zeta priority list, also talk about the modding and why you want to focus on certain mods for this team. And really, I'm just going to focus on Padme, Anakin, Ahsoka, and General Kenobi. I'm not really going to bother with that 5th slot because there's a surprisingly wide variety of characters you can use in that 5th spot. And really, that'd be just too many characters to cover right now. That'll be a video we'll talk about another day. So for today, I'm just going to focus on Zetas and mods. Now, before I go any further, I want to talk to you guys about Pimpo, aka the Mod Father. If you guys haven't heard about him, what he does is he goes into your account and basically will take a look at your mods, remod it according to what you're looking for or his own priority. You can either give a goal of what you're looking for on your whole account, or he'll go ahead and mod to his satisfaction. He does an overall great job with it. I've had several patrons who've used his services and had glowing reviews. A lot of people have used him, and he does a pretty solid job. So if you're interested in getting a remod of your account, whether it's to focus on something like territory wars or raids or any other kind of content in the game, try reaching out to him today. You guys can email him. There's an email down below. You can also contact him on Discord if that's something you're looking to do as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the Zeta priorities. When it comes to the Zetas on the Padme team, you have 3 required Zetas and 2 optional Zetas. The 3 required Zetas are in order: Padme's leadership, the Zeta on Ahsoka, and then the Zeta on Padme's unique. The leadership Zeta for Padme allows light side allies with protection up to avoid debuffs and to avoid being critically hit. This is a very vital Zeta because it allows them to really be competitive against teams like Darth Revan and Jedi Knight Revan. With the ability to constantly avoid critical hits, this allows them to survive attacks from the Jedi Revan team, and then obviously the fact that they can't be debuffed doesn't just make them great against Darth Revan, but allows them to counter a lot of teams out there. So CLS that has a lot of exposes and confusion and other debuffs, you can constantly resist those plus the critical hits. So overall, this Zeta is the first one you have to go for this team. It really makes this team quite durable and really competitive against a lot of other teams out there. The next Zeta up is Ahsoka, and this one is very important for this team. It allows her to constantly assist when a Galactic Republic ally uses a special ability if she is under a Galactic Republic leadership. This allows her to constantly dispel from targets because of her basic, allows her to also cleanse herself and another ally if she lands critical hits. This Zeta is super important. It has to be one you have to make this Republic team work, and that's because it allows her to constantly dispel targets that are going to constantly taunt, like say Sith Trooper or General Kenobi. If you have a character that's going to be relying on a lot of buffs to work, Ahsoka can quickly counter that character and really help shut that team down. Overall, this one is one you have to have. There's really no way around it. You have to have the Zeta on Ahsoka. And then finally, we have the Zeta on Padme's unique. Without this Zeta, the protection up bonus from enemies attacking out of turn, it doesn't stack up very much. It's only 10%, and it can easily be dispelled or removed. With this Zeta, it increases that protection up to 40%, and it also cannot be dispelled or removed. It cannot be prevented as well. So with this, you are going to be able to easily counter the Jedi Knight Revan teams. Without this Zeta, it makes it much harder to beat Jedi Knight Revan teams. This is one you really have to be able to counter those teams. And really, any team that uses a lot of assists or counters like CLS can also be very important here. With this constant protection up, it allows you to quickly shut down the constant assists from C-3PO or Chewbacca, anything like that. The protection up bonus here with Padme is very paramount for those kinds of teams. So these are the 3 Zetas. Let's dive into the 2 optional Zetas. And first up for your optional Zetas, we have General Kenobi with Soresu. This Zeta allows him to constantly taunt when protection up is removed from a Galactic Republic ally. And while it does seem very important, you have to keep in mind that he can also constantly taunt because of critical hits on the team. So while someone doesn't have protection up, they can be critically hit. Overall, it doesn't work as well as you would think it would. He is able to still constantly taunt, so it's not like this one has to be here. It does help fill out this team and make them very good, and allows them to use the Grandmaster Yoda team to counter Darth Revan. But it's not just limited to Grandmaster Hero, there's another team that you can also use that can counter Darth Revan with Padme. We'll talk about that in another video. But This one, it does look very good on paper with the leadership with Padme and the constantly dispelling protection up, but overall it's one that you don't have to make this team work. Now, the other optional Zeta we have is Anakin Zeta, and this one is very odd because it doesn't directly benefit Anakin, it benefits Padme. And with the Zeta on Anakin, it allows Padme to take a bonus turn whenever Anakin takes a bonus turn. And really, there's only one team right now that this really works against, and that's Darth Revan teams. And that's because of the constant falling below 50% health, with the death mark going on Padme, could then be countered because of the bonus turns on both Anakin and Padme. It works there against Darth Revan teams, but unless we have a lot of other teams that have similar mechanics like Darth Revan in the future, it's unfortunately not going to have a lot of lasting power. So it will help you counter Darth Revan teams, it will help make them more competitive against those kinds of teams, but overall, it's a very niche kind of Zeta. It doesn't really have a lot of use outside of this team. It can be very good for, constantly calling in Padme attacks, or the constant assists or dispels with her, but overall, it doesn't really have a lot of stopping power or lasting power, and I can't really recommend this one as one you have to have for the team. When it comes to modding Padme, the thing you obviously want to go for is speed on her. This allows her to go very fast. She's a support character. Support characters, naturally, you want to prioritize speed over everything else, but also go for some extra health on her as well. But a lot of people will like to target her, so if you can help boost up her durability, that'll be very helpful. So your two mod sets should be speed and health. For her arrow, go for speed, then crit damage on the triangle, and then potency on the cross. And this is because of her special, where she can land a stun that can't be dispelled. And this is very, very helpful because this allows her to land that stun and really shut down a character. And then for her secondary priorities, speed, health, and then potency. A fast Padme allows her to call more assists, dispel more often, and then for her goals you want to go for plus 100 speed and at least plus 35% bonus potency. This allows her to move very fast, and with the constant cleanse with her abilities, and the protection up, and then the stun with the mass assist, overall it's very, very paramount that you go for speed on her more than anything else. And then next up we have Ahsoka Tano, and your goal for her should be stacking offense with just a little bit of bonus speed tacked on as well. Your mod set should be crit chance and crit damage, offensive primaries on the arrow and the cross, and then crit damage on the triangle. And then your secondary priorities should be offense, then speed, and then crit chance. She assists quite a bit, especially with that Zeta on her, so you don't have to worry so much about speed, plus her unique gives her 50 bonus speed already because of the crit avoidance, so she is able to move pretty fast on her own with the bonus speed, and then add a little bit on as well. That won't be too bad. And then for her goal, and then for the guidelines on her, aim for about plus 40 speed, about plus 700 bonus offense, and then 15% crit chance. Overall, not too bad here. Go for some pretty decent offense secondaries on her mods, and that should be more than enough to get her here. The speed with the arrow being offense instead, you just have to go for some decent secondary speeds on the mods as well. Overall, not too much of a difficult guideline to obtain here with Ahsoka. Next up, we have Anakin's mods, and your goal for him should be a fast and potent attacker. His mod set should be crit chance and crit damage, and then for his primary, speed on the arrow, crit damage on the triangle, and then potency on the cross, with your secondary priorities being speed, then offense, then potency. Modding him to land debuffs is very helpful here because the heal immunity on his basic really makes him very powerful, especially as a counter against Darth Malak. You can use that to place heal immunity on Malak and prevent him from healing up, allow him to quickly wipe out Malak as well. So that is a very strong mod set to run and priorities for him. Aim for about plus 70 bonus speed on him, plus 40% potency, and about plus 600 offense. The potency here is very helpful again because of the buff immunity and the healed immunity, and it's not just limited to Malak. Anakin overall, if you don't have to really worry about stacking too much offense on him. You can make him do one-shot kills with his AoE if you really want to go that way, but I found that stacking the potency on him to help land that healed immunity, that is much more vital, especially against Malak teams. You're not going to get the massive hits under a Padme lead because you don't have the bonus offense and crit chance like you would under the Jedi Knight Revan teams. So I think that going for a little bit more potency to help get these debuffs to land, that is a much better way to run Anakin. And then finally, we have General Kenobi here, and your goal should be stacking speed and defense. So obviously, speed and defense mod sets on him, not that hard to figure out. Speed on the arrow, and then protection or health on the triangle and the cross. Same for the circle. It doesn't really make much of a difference here. He's going to get about the same benefit either way. And then for his secondary priorities, speed, then defense, then protection. And a fast GK, he'll be able to call in more assists with his mass assist ability. He can also do more cleanses with his special, be able to put retribution on your team as well. For your goals overall, aim for plus 70 speed on him, about 25,000 additional protection. General Kenobi is here to tank. He's basically here to absorb damage for the team, allow the team to basically do whatever they want to the enemy team while he's taking all the damage. That is the goal that you want to run. That is how you want to run General Kenobi in this team. So boosting up his defense, making him a little bit more durable, also adding in that bonus health and protection, that's a great way to mod him. And then whenever he falls down to a low amount of health, you can quickly heal him back up with a Sokka special or with Padme special as well. And then you can constantly use Anakin in this role to deal a lot of bonus damage because of his unique. So General Kenobi, you just want to mod him as a standard tank, but really help boost up his speed too. So that is going to be it for the video today, guys. Pretty much just breaking down the Zetas and mods for this team and showing what to run with them and what you should focus on for them. A lot of people have been asking about the Zetas, so that's what this video is about. Let me know down in the comment sections, what do you guys think about the Zetas and the modding for this team? Do you guys have any questions about it? Ask down below. As always, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to you guys later.